Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Schneider. I'm a PhD student at TU Darmstadt in Germany, and I'm going to tell you a bit about a tool called Cassandra that my colleagues and me are developing. So Cassandra expands to Certifying App Store for Android, and it's an app store that allows users to certify before installing applications that they comply with the privacy requirements they may have. So I'm sure most of us in this room have heard of an Android privacy violation before, so as you would assume, you're not really the only ones doing this. There are in fact many previous tools for statically analyzing Android applications for privacy concerns. So what's new about our approach then? Well, there's two things. One is that our tool Cassandra is semantically justified, and that actually allowed us to prove the soundness of our information flow analysis. The other thing is that we actually make our analysis available to end users directly on their mobile devices. So what do I mean when I say that Cassandra is semantically justified? Well, that means there's a formal foundation underlying the analysis. This has two aspects. The one is that we formally specify the semantics of Dalvik bytecode. That's the format in which Android applications are actually distributed. And building on this semantics, we precisely defined the notion of security that is certified by Cassandra as a non-interference-like security property. And on the other hand side, we have specified the analysis implemented by Cassandra as a security type system on the bytecode level. And we have proven that the type system is sound. That means that all typable applications are actually secure under the notion of security that we have defined. And to the best of our knowledge, that makes Cassandra actually the first static information flow analysis tool for Android that has a proven soundness result. But Cassandra is more than an information flow analysis in isolation, because as I told you, we wanted to make the analysis available to end users, so on their devices. So we run into the challenge that the resources of mobile devices are typically rather limited. So certifying applications directly on the device is not really feasible. So instead, what we do is to certify applications on the server that distributes the applications, and we use proof-carrying code to avoid the server becoming a part of the trusted computing base. So that means that when the server is able to certify the security of an application, it sends the certificate to the client app running on the mobile device, which can then verify that the certificate is actually valid. Another aspect of making Cassandra actually usable and accessible to end users is allowing users to specify their own security policies. We believe that's very important because not everyone may have the same privacy requirements. For instance, there might be a person who doesn't want his current location to be revealed, but another person might be perfectly fine with that, right? So what we do is we provide a policy editor, which you can see on the right here, that enables users to specify their privacy requirements by selecting these categories of sensitive data that he wants to keep secret. And by phrasing our security policies in such intuitively understandable categories, we hope to make Cassandra also usable by people who are not security experts. And we also, furthermore, provide a visual overview of all the information flows that we have detected in an application. And this shall enable users to find out in one quick glance whether they want to install an application or perhaps better not. So where are we right now? Something broke there. So we currently have a prototype of Cassandra, and the database of this prototype contains 6 applications that we have developed ourselves in order to evaluate the prototype. The functionality of these apps is modeled after that of existing third-party applications. What we're currently doing is to also evaluate our tool on open source apps from the F-Droid repository to see whether our approach scales. And we want to use the experience we make in the process to achieve our next goal, which is to also enable the certification and distribution of third-party apps in Cassandra. So if you want to know any more details, I'm happy to answer any questions. And also, if you want to see Cassandra in action, I'm very glad to give you a live demo later if you want. Thanks.